Hi, today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting, the risks and the benefits. What is intermittent fasting? It's not a diet, it's an eating pattern. You fast daily for 16 hours, only eating in 8-hour windows every day. Or there's another pattern where you actually fast for 24 hours twice a week. There's also something called the 5-2 plan, where you eat 500 to 600 calories for 2 days and then 5 days eating your normal diet. So some types of fasting intermittently is what intermittent fasting is. Again, it's more about when you eat, not what you eat. So what are the benefits? Well, in rat studies, we found that fat rats, limiting how much they ate, and making them fast over periods of time, we can actually control that. They lost body fat, they had lower blood pressures, their cholesterol levels went down, their blood sugar levels went down, their insulin resistance levels went down, made a big difference. So they assumed it would work for humans, and it does. It's just hard for people to fast. It's hard for us to skip meals like that. And it's not any more effective than any other type of diet. Any other type of limiting the amount of calories you get over a week's period of time. The idea behind intermittent fasting is really evolution. We evolved in a day-night cycle. Now, I do agree with that. We shouldn't be eating at night. If you're going to cut anything out, stop eating after dark. If you got to eat something, then at least stop eating carbs after dark, because it's those carbohydrates that are really easy energy that you're not going to use right away. So the day-night cycle evolution does make sense. So if you are going to do intermittent fasting, you're going to eat during the daytime. Limit the carbs after dark. The risks are for people who are diabetic, pregnant, breastfeeding, or have eating disorders. It's not recommended for any of those cases to do any intermittent fasting. But you can modify your eating plan. So if you're finding that you're eating excessively after dinner and you're hardly eating at all during the day, which is a very typical eating pattern of people who are overweight. They don't wake up hungry. They skip breakfast. They might eat lunch. They're starving by the mid-afternoon, and they kind of eat from that period or dinner on till bedtime. That is a fasting, because you fasted all during the day when you were active, but that's not a good way to fast. You need to eat during the active hours of the day and fast at night. So if you can move those calories into the daytime and limit the amount of calories you're actually consuming after dark, you'll be able to have the same benefits as intermittent fasting by not eating so close to bedtime, and making sure you have at least 12 hours of not eating, maybe not 16, but 12 hours of not eating. My recommendation is more of a plant-based Mediterranean diet consumed in the daytime. And you can get my plant-based diet in my Hormone Reboot training right here, and recommendations on how to avoid gaining that weight and how to limit those carbs after dark. Thank you.